July and August edition of Cornerstone Presents. Hi, I'm Richard Montes and welcome to Chisinau, Moldova. I just arrived here a few days ago, but I want to show you all that the Lord was doing this last month in Cape Town, South Africa. Here's a short report.
The Lord had plans for Cape Town long before anyone knew of this. 2 years ago I was invited to come, but was cancelled last year by another church. Then this year, out of nowhere, the Lord opened doors for me to come. God can make a way where there is no way. I arrived in FIsh Hoek, which is a vacation spot for many South Africans. It's filled with charming little seaside bungalows and, of course, lots of sunny beaches. I was hosted by King of Kings Church, which is famous for all their charity work with AIDS patients. I had auditions as we would be using half the cast from Port Elizabeth and the other half from Cape Town. I had assembled a leadership team that would help with each of the important theatrical departments. We began in earnest to assemble props, sets, and costumes for the show. Whenever I had a moment, I would try to catch some of the breathtaking vistas that Cape Town is so famous for, including one of the 7 wonders of the world, Table Mountain. Since I was staying by the beach, I had a chance to run or walk along the beach. Beautiful. Promotions began, and as I was interviewed by a variety of radios and newspapers and televisions as well. I had several chances to speak at King of Kings Church, which is a blessing for me, as I love to encourage people. Rehearsals were going well, and as we built, we also rehearsed, and I worked with the Cape Town actors. It was now time for the Port Elizabeth cast and crew to arrive, and so we mixed the two groups together. I was so happy to bring the two together, as they are both like my family, and I love to introduce them one to the other. It's a big thrill for me. It was finally time for us to move into the theater. The platforms went up, and we began to mount the walls. I had 2 of the young men who I had led to the Lord in PE come to Cape Town, named Dylan Cletty and Alex Kavan, both who came to help. They were a tremendous blessing and helped to put the sets up. The 2 casts rehearsed together and we got ready for opening night. I also had a chance to attend a Kosa wedding, and the costumes and makeup were colorful and exciting. Well, finally it was opening night. We prayed together and we began. The actors, although they had only rehearsed for one night, were amazingly professional. We had full houses every night and the public loved the show. The actors were fantastic, and after each show I would challenge the audience to walk in forgiveness. At the end of the run, we had our traditional pose with the cast and crew. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to touch hundreds and thousands of people with this show, but I'm grateful for my actors, for my crew, both from Cape Town and from Port Elizabeth, to new friends like Mark and Leanne and Dylan and Alex, but I'm especially grateful to Neil Smith and to Pastor John Thomas of King of Kings Church for their vision to reach their community through this ministry. I was able to see a little bit more of FIsh Hoek and Greater Cape Town before I flew on to Chisinau, Moldova.
What a fantastic thing that God did while we were in Cape Town. Well, that wraps up this month's edition of Cornerstone Presents for the month of July and August. And for more information, you can log on to CornerstoneArts.com. There we have a brand new website full of wonderful pictures and videos and lots of other information. So go check it out, won't you? But please, while you're in the middle of it, please remember to pray for us as we're doing a great work here. We want to reach the people of Moldova with the message of forgiveness about who Jesus is and about what they can do to come closer to Him. Well, that's it. For Cornerstone Presents, I'm Richard Montes.